Okay, so let's start. Okay, for the new joinee today, I will describe it a little bit. So this is a peak state programming. It's like changing your physiology to make your mind alert. Because in this practice, you are not actually running, but you are pretending to be running. So what it does is it creates that kind of environment in your mind to be open and receptive to learning. It alerts your mind for whatever you are doing right now. You come to a present moment. So this is a very good practice. We are doing it since our first day, and I immediately after the peak state programming, if I am sleepy, I'm very alert. The sleep goes away. So even I wake up at 4:30. So sometimes I do feel sleepy. But after I do this practice, peak state programming, I'm too alert and I'm completely woke up. So let's do it. So in this practice, what you generally do is you take your right foot in front and left behind, and then you bend. You bend yourself just like in a running position. Okay? And you just make a movement like you're running. Okay, let's start. Yes, I'm the winner. I am the winner. We all are the winners in game of our life. Okay, now left foot in front and right behind. And let's run faster and faster and faster. We all are the winners. Yes, yes, we are the winners. Yes. Okay. So I will. Okay, who would like to read today? Today's practice is so magical. If you do this practice every day, it will make you feel happy instantly. This is my guarantee. If you do this practice every day, more and more, it will make you feel happy, feel lighter, feel joyful instantly after you do this practice. Okay. Would you
Alishka,
like to-
I can read, but my internet gets disconnected very frequently due to poor connection. So do you
uh,
want me to read?
you can start reading. Let's see. Maybe today your
Okay.
internet works well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Hope for the best. Yeah. We are
Okay.
magical people. So always remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Who would like to describe this picture?
Yeah,
Oh,
there is a glass jar wherein there is something is filled in, and magical sparks are coming out of it, as if it is giving up, like giving some magic, or some magic is getting into that glass, I guess.
okay. Perfect, Amina. But anybody else would like to describe it little more? Rekha ji, we cannot hear you actually.
That's what my speaker.
Uh-huh. Arwa, Farida, Geeta ji, anybody like to describe? I want you all to interact because this is an interactive session and we all want to, open up. I want you all to be opening up to express yourself. Expressing yourself is very important in life. I also learned this thing in like past 8 months, like expressing yourself, whatever you are within, out also is very important for you as a soul to grow in life. So always remember that. Express yourself. Don't really limit yourself just because somebody might judge you or things like that. No, you should be always expressive. Okay. So in this picture, there is a kind of a coffee in the cup, in the mug, and there are magical sparkles coming out of this coffee. You see everywhere. So it's like a, even you can say it's like an elixir. So some magic is coming out of this elixir. So what make this coffee elixir? We will know in the chapter. Okay. So Amina, you can start reading. Or I think Arwa also raised her hand. Arwa, did you want to read? We can have the new participant here. Oh, Hussein here. Okay. Okay. Do you want to read today? You can unmute yourself and start reading. Okay, perfect. Perfect, Hussein. Start reading.
Hello.
Yes?
Yes. So can I read?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
The magical ingredient. A thankful heart had a continual feast. W.J. Cameron, 1879-1953, journalist and businessman. Giving thanks for food before you eat is a tradition that has been followed for thousands of years, dating back to the ancient Egyptians. With the fast pace of life in the 21st century, taking the time to give thanks for a meal has more often than not been left behind. But using the simple act of eating and drinking as an opportunity to be grateful will increase the magic in your life exponentially. If you think about a time when you were really hungry, you will remember that you couldn't think or function normally. Your body felt weak. You might have started to tremble. Your mind became confused, and your feelings plummet. All of this can happen after not eating for just a few hours. You need food to live, to think, and to feel good. And so there is a great deal to be grateful for about food?
Yes, so you see, in our ancient cultures, in even our Indian culture, we always thank food before we eat generally. But this practice will take your practice, whatever current practice, to a higher level, because now you will be doing it every time you put something in your mouth. Okay, so this is a very nice practice. Do it diligently. Initially you might forget, but that's fine. Even if you remember that you ate earlier, you can give thanks afterwards also. But then you have to practice a habit. You have to build a habit. The simple act of giving thanks before your food is so magical. Okay, let's read further.
To feel even more gratitude for food, take a moment and think about all the people who contributed to you having food to eat. For you to eat fresh fruits and vegetables, the growers had to plant and nurture the fruit and vegetables with continuous watering, protecting them over many months until they were ready for harvesting.
You can read further.
Would drive enormous distance at night, all of them working together in the perfect harmony to ensure that every fruit and vegetable is delivered fresh to you and is available year around.
Yeah, I
Year
think
round. Think
something
about the meat growers.
hold on, Arva. Let me illustrate this point more. So whenever you eat any vegetables, fruits, or your meal, think about all the growers who grew this fruit or vegetable or this, wheat or rice or anything. Because now I do my own gardening in the summer months. I know how much it takes to, grow a vegetable, or how much it takes to grow anything. It's a continuous nurturing by watering, or by giving fertilizers, or by taking care of your plants. So just imagine if it's a big field or farm, and somebody is taking care of it until harvesting, and then that food is coming to you, that vegetable or fruit, whatever. How much, how much hard work and how much efforts putting that thing. So always think about all those growers who and like farmers who grow these vegetables and fruits for us. Always thank them. It's a very great act of gratitude, paying, gratitude to those farmers. Okay, let's read further. Hold on, actually you also need to thank the packers and distributors, because without them the food couldn't reach to us. Right now I live in US. California is so far away from here. But even during COVID time, we had all the vegetables and fruits when the whole country was locked down. We were so grateful. People were like, people were stuffing their home with things. But I never did that. Like stuffing my fridge for 3 months. No, I never did that because I never had to. Whenever I go to any supermarket, I could find all the fruits and vegetables, whatever I needed. And also in Indian store also, I could find everything, because this chain of transportation was working. I am still so grateful for those people who go above and beyond to supply the food to you. Be it your distributor, packers, whoever does that thing, harvesting the food for you. So even though you pay money to get the food, still you should be very grateful for those people. Because remember, without them, the food could not reach to you. So it's so important to say gratitude to those people. Say thanks to those. Okay, let's read further.
Think about the meat growers, fishermen, dairy farmers, coffee and tea growers, and all the packaged food companies who work tirelessly to produce the food we eat. The world's food production is a breathtaking orchestration that takes place every day, and it's unfathomable that it all works when you think about the number of people involved in maintaining the world's food and drink supplies to stores, restaurants, supermarkets, cafes, airplanes, schools, hospitals, and every home on the planet.
Yeah, so it's a complete breathtaking orchestration. Like you see how synchronously this process taking place every single day, whole your life. So this is a complete orchestration, synchronicity between growers, between the food production industry, or between, like, packers, transportation. Everything is so beautifully orchestrated, and it's really unfathomable how all this works. Yeah, I mean, the import and export of the food also takes place nowadays, and this whole industry is really, I mean, it's amazing how you can get any food or vegetable, whatever you want. It's so amazing. All the restaurants, stores, supermarkets, cafes, everything. I mean, the food and drink is supplies to all the stores and everything. Arwa, can you mute whenever you're not reading, please? Thank you. So the airplanes that supply the food, everything. I mean, it's amazing. If you see the whole food industry in the world, you will really, really be amazed. By now, you might not have think that much deeply, but now on, just think about it. How amazing the whole process is, from the field to your home. The whole process. Think about it. Maybe go deeper and try to find out how all this works. You might be sitting in Dubai, or you might be sitting in India, and you still get the vegetables and fruits that might not be growing in your particular area because of the climate, or weather, or whatever. But you're still getting those food supplies, those vegetables which you really love to eat. So avocados don't even grow in India, but you still get avocados in India. So how beautiful this is, the whole process and everything. So really be grateful. Don't think about like negative things about the industry or whatever, packaged food and all. Put it aside, but just think about those people who are really doing their job every single day and making sure that food is coming to you on your plate. So be thankful. This is very important. So whenever now on, whenever you eat anything, just think about how this food is coming to you. Even whoever makes the food for you, or even you cook your food, even though you be grateful for yourself also for cooking the food, and also for all the growers and packers and transportation and everything. Okay, let's read further.
Food is a gift. It's a gift of nature because there would be nothing for any of us to eat if nature didn't supply us with the soil, nutrients, and water to grow food. Without water, there would be no food, vegetation, animals, or human life. We use water to cook our meals, grow our food, maintain our gardens, supply our bathrooms, sustain every vehicle that moves, support our hospitals, fuel, mining, and manufacturing industries, enable transportation, make our roads, make clothes, and every consumer product and appliances on the planet, make plastic, glass, and metal, make life-saving medication, and build our homes and every other building and structure. And water keeps our body alive. Water, 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 glorious water.
So amazing, right? Even this glass, this is made only because of water, there is a water involved in the process. And here it also says we should be always thankful to the earth also, because our nature, our mother nature supply us with soil, nutrients and water to grow food. So everything we are getting from the earth. 70% of our world is water, right? Without water, we are nothing in this life. Even our own body is made up of 70% with water. In our brain, almost 80% water. So water is in everything, every little thing, big thing, your building, your structures, everywhere there is water. Water is so magical. Without water, we cannot survive. Without food, we can still survive, but without water, nothing can survive. So water is seriously like, do you ever really thank water? Seriously think about that. In your whole life, did you ever thank water? We only thank water when we have a lack of water, right? In India, when I was little, when I was child, sometimes the municipality water didn't come. So we had to go to the head pumps and stuff like that for the water. Like we would pick it up in some containers and we would bring it to the home just to survive, just to make our days go by. And nowadays we are so blessed. We are so blessed. Water supply is coming continuously 24/7 to our house every single day. We are really, really blessed to have water. So do, every time you drink water, do think about all this and be thankful. Be thankful for the water. Without water, we are nothing. We cannot even survive. Also think about our mother nature, our mother earth, who supplies all the soil, nutrients, everything for our plants. I can tell you my own experience from past 3 days. I was working till 4 or 5 and I could not water my plants, and I was so happy and so grateful for the rain that is taking place from past 3 days, that it's sustaining my plant, my all the vegetable garden also, and my front garden for the flowers. So water, water, glorious water. Okay, let's read further.
If there is a magic on this planet, it is contained in water. Lauren Easley, 1907-1977. Anthropologist and natural science writer.
What
Where
a
would
lovely
be-
lines he wrote, right? If there is a magic on this planet, it is contained in water. So he is an anthropologist and natural science writer. And he summoned everything in just one sentence, that there is nothing magical than water. So I will tell you, all of you, my dear participants, this water will increase your, if you pay thanks to water and if you're feeling grateful within, it will increase everything in your life to many folds. It will bring your dreams come true. But the thing, but only you have to do is just be aware of the water in your body. Be aware of the water everywhere surrounding you, and be aware of, be thankful for the water every time, and pay so much gratitude, feelings from within. So this is going to change the way you think and the way you live your life. Believe me. Okay, let's read further.
Where would we be without food and water? We simply wouldn't be here. None of our family or friends would be here either. We wouldn't have this day or any tomorrow, but here we are on this beautiful planet together, living life with its challenges, and ecstatic joys because of nature's gift of food and water. To say the simple magic words thank you before you eat or drink anything is an act of recognition and gratitude for the miracle of food and water.
This is so, I mean, it's very, very amazing. So here we are on this beautiful planet together, living life, its challenges and joys, right? But without food and water, even we cannot even enjoy our life. Everything revolves around food and water. Even if we get together or, any wedding or any birthdays or anything we cannot enjoy without food. So how magical the food is. So it is very, very important now on, because now, always say thanks to the water and food before you eat or drink anything. Before you put anything in your mouth, just close your eyes and say thanks. And also thank all the people who are involved. Let me tell you, this is really, really an orchestration by the God, how the food is reaching to every being on this planet. Okay, let's read further. Arva, you can start reading.
The incredible thing is that when you are grateful for food and water, it doesn't just affect your life, your gratitude also impacts the world's supply. If enough people felt gratitude for food and water, it would actually help the people who are starving and in great need. By the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the action of mass gratitude must produce an equal mass reaction, which would change the circumstances of scarcity of food and water for everyone on the planet.
Okay, so you all know the Newton's law of action and reaction, right? So if you and me pay the gratitude for food and water, and if all the people around us start paying gratitude, and if all countries start paying gratitude, imagine there would no any people on this planet who will be starving for food and water. Believe me, this scarcity is also created by us, by always complaining about food or complaining about water. Oh, we don't have water, or we don't get the supply of water, this, that. We always complain. But in retrospect, if we feel grateful and if we thank the universe for all the food and water supply, and if everyone does that on this planet, not even everyone, if only 100, 200,000 people does that, the whole supply would be taken care of, whole supply of the world. So important. Because law of attraction says whatever you put the frequency in, feeling frequency, it brings you more. So according to the law of attraction and Newton's law of action and reaction, the mass gratitude should always produce more and more supply and food and water. So the scarcity should go away completely if we do this. So at least I want all of you 10 participants to be the channel for this change. Be the channel and always thank food and water. Never ever complain about food when you start. Don't even say that, oh, this tastes a little less salty, or this has a little more oil and stuff like that. Please don't say that when you eat your lunch or meal, because that is, you are putting a bad frequency in the universe. Be grateful whatever you get. Yes, you can change it. Like if somebody cooks, when you eat food, be thankful, and then later on maybe you can you can do correct that. But when you eat your food, I want you to be grateful however it tastes. Very important.
I want to add something in this.
Yeah, you can.
Uh, Paying gratitude to food will also help
Arma,
minimizing
please
food
mute
wastage.
yourself. Sorry.
I was already unmuted.
You can mute
Yes, the kids
yourself.
are at my place today. That's why. Sorry.
Oh, okay, no problem. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry,
No,
Arma.
I was telling that. I was telling that being grateful to food, paying gratitudes to food, will also reduce food wastage. If you are
Yes.
grateful to food, you will not waste the food.
Yes, very true. Very true. Thank you so much, Hatim, for adding this point.
Thank you.
Okay, let's read further.
In addition, your gratitude or food or water keeps the magic continuing in your life, and it will weave its glorious golden thread through everything that is dear to you, everything that you know, and everything that you are dreaming of. In ancient times, people believed that when they blessed their food and water with gratitude, it purified whatever they were blessing. And when you look at the theories and discoveries that quantum physics have made in recent times, such as the observer effect, the ancient may very well have been right. The observer effect in quantum physics referred to changes that the act of observation makes on whatever is being observed. Imagine if focusing gratitude on your food and drinks changed their energy structure and purified them so that everything you consumed had the ultimate effect of well being on your body.
Okay, so let me illustrate this point. So observer effect is what? Whenever you observe something, you are actually giving some energy to that particular thing. And today I will actually share with you the rice experiment. So many bunch of people did this rice experiment. So they took the rice in 3 different jars. So one of the jar, they like for 14 days or 21 days, they only said nice things to the jar. You will really, I mean, you might be amazed with this experiment. But the way we talk to the, the food and water, it does affect its structure. So the rice, they took 3 different rice, and they put, like, on the one jar they said it's I love you. So we have to thank the rice every day, and we say love you. And the other jar we say I hate you, or something like, complaining about the rice. And the third one is just ignoring the rice. So what they observe after 14-21 days, that the rice that was said nice things to every day, like I love you or thank you or things like that, that was completely the same. It didn't get any fungus or anything on the rice. And the rice which were ignored and the rice which was hated, they got fungus on them. This is a very, I mean, you all also can do this experiment. Just take 3 jars, put rice in it, cooked rice, and put some water, because here we are trying, like, the water affects the energy. So put some water and keep it in some separate places. And then to the one jar, give love every single day. To the one jar, just ignore. And another jar, do this hating thing every day. And you will see the difference in all those 3 jars. It is so magical. And even you might have seen the video which was circulating on WhatsApp a few months ago. I don't know if you saw this or not, but maybe I can share with you today. So the structure of water changes immediately by our words, immediately. If you go back and see, maybe if you Google, you will find that whatever you say to your water, it changes the structure of the water. So if you keep water in some jars or anything, do some, maybe good feeling songs or something like that around that water, because it does change the structure and it also absorbs the negativity from around. So that's why we are energizing our water before we drink. It is very important. Like whenever you drink water, say thank you and think about the things that water does for you. You're washing your utensils, you're washing your body, taking shower, you're washing your clothes, everything revolve around water. Without water for even 1 hour, we are so miserable. So think about that all things, because that will bring the feelings from you. That's why I'm saying to think about everything and purify. It purifies your water. So you don't need anything else to purify your water. You just need to thank water. That's it. Love your water. Okay, let's read further.
One of the ways to experience the magic of gratitude instantly with food and drinks is to really savor what you are eating or drinking. When you savor your food or drinks, you are appreciating them or being grateful. As an experiment, next time you are in the middle of eating food or drinking any liquid, when you take a mouthful, concentrate on the taste of the food in your mouth or the flavor of the liquid before you swallow it. You, you'll find that when you focus on the food or drink in your mouth and savor it, the flavors seem explode. And when you don't focus, the flavors weaken drastically. It's your energy of focus and gratitude that instantly enhance the flavor.
Yeah, so this is very important. Be mindful. Be mindful when you eat. Don't look in your phone. Don't look anything beyond on the food. Just give yourself at least 10-15 minutes to savor your food. Enjoy the taste of the food before, and also water. If you're mindful, you will find water so tasty in your mouth. And also you will find the flavor of the food so, I mean, it will increase the flavor of the fruit dramatically when you are mindful, when you are thoughtful, when you're eating about the food. And in our ancient cultures in India, they also say like chew your food 32 times, which is also very important because the digestion starts in your mouth. All the all the saliva and everything, all the juices in your mouth, they start the digestion first thing in the mouth. So when you chew your food 32 times, it will enhance your digestion dramatically. So be very, very mindful of eating. Whenever you eat, chew it 32 times. Try to always thank food before you eat or drink. Even I would say just close your eyes before you start your meal and be thankful in your mind. And then start the food. Don't talk or don't do anything while you eat your food. Very, very important. Right now, what we do is we have everything around and we are talking and we are doing phone and we are even doing so many things together while eating. But don't do it now on. Be with yourself when you eat your food, because that is what going into your body. That is what giving you the nutrition, health, everything in your body. So very, very important to chew your food, to savor your food, everything, and say thank before. Okay, let's read further.
I would like to comment something on this, Alifia.
Mhm.
Our elder people used to say that we should eat food in a happy mood.
Yes,
If your mood is bad, you enhance your mood and then eat food. And even if you're watching anything, if you're watching TV or so, and if you're watching anything wrong, anything bad, say some horror movie or some, that enters our body through the food. So while having food, we should not watch all these things.
yes, very, very important. We know all these things, but we don't practice. So now you all need to, even I am included. So we all need to start practicing. Very, very important. It's very
True.
like we should be very mindful when we eat. Right now, so many things happening around us when we eat. That should not be the case. So start practicing. This practice might take time. Because because we are so habitual in our doings, so we should be very, very diligent now on. Whenever we eat, we should be with ourselves. Okay, let's read further. And TV is a complete no-no while eating food. Arva, you can read further.
Scroll it up. It's missing some part.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Before you eat or drink anything today, whether you are about to eat a meal, a piece of fruit, or a snack, or have a drink of anything, including water, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink. And in your mind or out loud, say the magic words, thank you. And if you can, just take one mouthful, really savoring it. It will not only increase your enjoyment, it will help you to feel far more gratitude. You can also try something I do, which helps me to feel even more gratitude. When I say the magic words, I wave my fingers over my food or drink as though I'm sprinkling them with magic dust. And I imagine that the magic dust instantly purifies everything that it touches. Doing this has helped me really feel that gratitude is the magic ingredient, and I want to add it to everything I eat and drink. If you find it more effective, you can imagine that you have a shaker of magic dust in your hand, and you are shaking the magic dust out of the shaker all over your food before you eat it and into every drink. If any times, if at any time,
Okay, read. I was going to illustrate the point, but just
okay.
read it. I'll summarize because we are running out of time also.
If at any time during the day you forget to say the magic words, thank you, before you eat or drink anything, as soon as you remember, close your eyes, go back in your mind to the time when you forgot. Visualize yourself in your mind for a second or two before you ate or drank and say the magic words. If you forget to be grateful for food and drinks multiple times in the day, then repeat this same practice tomorrow. You can't afford to miss a single day in building your gratitude. Your dreams depends upon it.
Yes, so your dream depend on this. So this practice you should be doing every day anyways. This is not a practice just for today. I want all of you to, it doesn't even take much time. It just takes seconds and moments to do this. So whenever you eat something, whenever you drink something, just say, and Rondaban also talk about the magic dust. You can just sprinkle a magic dust because what is the magic dust? Magic ingredient is gratitude. So you feel that gratitude and just sprinkle the magic dust. I mean, whatever you can do, whatever you want to. I mean, whatever you suits you. She's showing just her own style of doing it. So okay, let's read further.
Being grateful for the simple things in life, like food and water, is one of the deepest expression of gratitude. And when you can feel that degree of gratitude, you will see the magics happen. Magic practice number 8. The magic ingredient. 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. 2. Before you eat or drink anything today, take a moment to look at what you are about to eat or drink. And in your mind or out loud, say the magic words, thank you. If you want, you can sprinkle your food or drink with magic dust. 3. Just before you go to sleep tonight, Hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best things that happened during the day.
Okay, perfect. So thank you so much, Arva, for reading for us today. And
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
you're welcome. Okay. So everybody's clear about this practice. It's very simple and very easy practice. And as Hatim said, I would like to illustrate that again, that whenever you are not feeling happy or if you're feeling sad, don't eat your food. Go and do something which make your mood better or which makes you happy, and then go and eat your food. And it's same with water. When you are feeling some fear or sadness or anything, don't drink water. First, bring yourself to the present moment. Thank the water, and then drink water. Because whatever is going in your body, it affects your being. We all are human beings, and whatever we are, that is without, like, that is what our circumstances are. Okay, so let's read our heart thought. We all today is like a big chapter, so I took time to illustrate and make you understand beautifully, because this is very important chapter. It will change your life forever, believe me. So okay, let's read our heart thought. Can you all see my screen? And whoever is unmute, please mute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, I muted the person who was unmute. All right. Today's heart thought is very beautiful. Okay. So if you work where there is love and joy and laughter and you are appreciated, you are going to do such a good job and work twice as hard. You'll find that you have more talents and abilities than you ever knew you had. So our business is a divine idea. So imagine like all the people around you, and the environment around you is so visible, so peaceful, and so appreciative. Then you would work so hard, twice as hard. So that is what it is, and we can be the part of our changing the circumstances. Our business is a divine idea. Our business is a divine idea in one mind, created out of divine love and maintained and sustained by love. Every employee has been attracted by the action of love, for it is his and her divine right place here at this point in time and space. Divine harmony permeates us all, and we flow together in the most productive and joyous way. It is the action of love that brought us to this particular place. Divine right action operates every aspect of our business. Divine intelligence creates our products and services. Divine love brings to us those who can be helped by that which we so lovingly do. We release all old patterns of complaining or condemning, for we know it is our consciousness that creates our circumstance in the business world. We know and declare that it is possible to successfully operate our business according to divine principles, and we lovingly use our mental tools to live and experience our lives ever more abundantly. We refuse to be limited in any way by human mind thinking. The divine mind is our business consultant and has plans for us which we have not yet dreamed. Our lives are filled with love and joy because our business is a divine idea. And so it is. So, so, so powerful. So your divine self is unlimited. Right now, your physical self is limited. Your human mind is limited, but your divine intelligence is unlimited. So what we are trying to do here is we are tapping into that divine mind energy, divine intelligence. And that is what will bring so much abundance in your life. So our business is a divine idea. We get so many divine ideas from within when we start tapping into our within. When we start digging deeper and deeper. So this is a very powerful heart thought for today. Anyone has any sharing or any questions? I mean, I know we are running out of time, but still we can go for a few minutes. Anybody has any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I have few small magics coming up in my life. Very small. I'm starting up with small, setting up with a small thing. I don't set big things as of now. I am setting small things so that my belief gets stronger and stronger in on this new journey. So I can see the magic coming up. Like couple of things happen in my life, in current my life, which I like did affirmation, and it is turning up.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing, Amina. Thank you so much. Yes,
Yeah, I
it will
can
work.
share them also, but I think that is very petty things. It is important for me, but it might sound some silly things for her.
No,
So,
don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. Nothing is silly or nothing is small. Because everything, even small things, when you start sharing, it will turn into big things. Believe me. And there is nobody, we all are now magical participants. We are grateful people here. So nobody is judging you. Nobody is, making any silly comments about you or anything, even in their mind. So don't worry. I mean, just be positive about this. And nothing is small, believe me. Even small things turn into big. But we always start with small things, right? So magics also start with small things happening, and then it can turn, yes, it can turn up to great things later on. So even in my life, magic started with very small initially, and it is still not very big, but I'm on that path and the journey. We are all on that path and journey. So everything is unfolding for us every single day. So anybody else would like to say anything? Yes, we are encouraging people. Rekha ji is saying great, Amina, keep it up. Okay, so are you all ready for the movie? Let me actually do one thing right now. I'll stop the recording now. So